Welcome back again, class 8. We were dealing with the grammar portion. English grammar, we have already seen why it is important. And second comes communication skills, both writing and verbal. We need to construct good sentences while speaking grammatically correct. And an important aspect is tenses and its usage. I'm sure whatever worksheets you have been supplied with, you are going through it, filling all the blanks so that a practice has been done in a fair amount. And you are also supplied with the formulae of how the construction of sentence takes place in all the tenses. Okay. So you have been supplied with present, past, and future tense. There are two other more things in present, past, and future: negative and interrogative sentences. Right now we are going for affirmative ones. Okay, and then this. So what we are going to do is that today we will be discussing the meanings of each and every sentence of present and past. In the next coming lectures and subsequent lectures, we will be dealing with the future tense and negative and interrogative part of all these three. Okay, present, past, and future, and its negative and interrogative, how to construct, where to put not, how to put the question mark and convert the sentence to question. Okay, so today we'll be dealing with present and past only. Now today's exercise, what we are going to do is that I'll be telling you meaning of each and every sentence of four parts of present and past, be it indefinite, be it continuous, be it perfect, be it perfect continuous. Okay, so that you can use it as and when required. So, and whatever formula I've given you, and just practice of it, you need to go about the practice. Okay, 5 more sentences I had given in the last, practice for that only. Today we'll be taking the word he goes. Okay, so, and 8 sentences of present and past will be making. Now, one thing you must be wondering before we move further, that why we used present tense first. First we should use past tense, and then we should use present tense, and then come to the future tense. Okay, back, present and future. But we don't do it because we take present tense as a reference. And when we take present tense as a reference, it is easier for us to understand the meaning of each and every sentence, all 4 types of past and future also. So first we take the present tense. It is for the aid to learning, and this has been the practice in the grammar schools of England also, when they were teaching their own kids in 400 500 years back. So this is what the practice has been. Let us start with the present and past. Now I'm sure you will remember all 4 types: simple present or indefinite, present continuous, present perfect or present perfect continuous, then again indefinite or simple past tense, progressive or continuous. Both are same. Therefore, I have written different names so that you know easier for you to understand again and learn both the names: past perfect and past perfect progressive. Okay, so let us start now. Come to the present tense: present simple present tense or present indefinite. The sentence is he goes. Now he is the person, subject of it, and goes. Es form is required when he, she, it, he, she, or any name is used. Ram goes. So es form is there in singular. In plural, if many people are there, then singular will be used. Say, for example, they are going. So they go. They go. Es form will not be there, but when it's singular, es form is there. So do remember. And with I also, okay, or you, we don't use es when singular also, because I am singular. He goes. He goes means a general sentence of present tense, that he goes, some action is taking place. Okay, some action, he goes there. Okay, now look, he goes there. So this is what present continuous, that he is going, then some action has started and is still continuing in the present tense. Some action has started, still continuing, that is he's going. Now is a helping verb over here. Now helping verb may change. If with I, it will be am, I am going. They are going, depending. Now this helping verb depends on the how many singular, plural people are there. So he is going. The action is still continuing in the present tense. Okay. Present perfect tense. Perfect means what? Perfect means you can relate it to aid to memory. Perfect means something already been designed. Say, for example, if you have a dish today, fine. Your mom cooks a dish for you and is very perfect, already been cooked. So this is aid to memory. Present perfect, perfectly done. He has gone. Now here third past participle is used of the verb form. And we have already supplied you with the three forms of the verb. So you can see a good list also over there. You can pick up daily 5 or 6, okay, and learn. Has is again a helping verb with has or have is used. And the past tense had is used, okay. So with he has, they have, plural have, and for first I also it is have only. So they helping verb has, and the third verb, third form of the verb gone will be used. That means he has already gone. The event has finished in the present tense. The event has ended over perfectly. He has gone. Present perfect continuous. That means some event which has finished up now was going on in the past. You had been studying all the night. Now, if this is morning, if safe, or if it is afternoon, you had been studying, or you have been studying since morning. If it is, we talk about present tense. Okay, you are studying in the morning, fine. You have been studying in the morning. You have been studying in the morning. Okay, that means you have already studied. Now no more studies because it is a perfect. Studies have ended. Continuous also, that in the morning you were continuously studying, but now you are not studying. And we are talking in present. Okay. You have been studying in the morning. Understood? Event of studying has ended, but in the morning you continually we were studying. So been form is used over here. You have been, he has been going. Sometime in the just sometime back, he was going. He has been going when he got hurt. He has been walking when he got hurt. Sometime back the event has ended up, but that was continually happening sometime back. Okay, now it is not happening. So this is what is ordinary. He has been going. So these are the meanings, but we all talk in present tense only. Let us come to the past tense. Okay. Now think what you did yesterday. Relate to those things. Okay. Whatever you did yesterday, you just relate to those things and will be very much clear. And these things, whenever you frame a sentence, think that you are doing this time. You are talking today itself. Okay. So whatever you did yesterday, will relate to that and frame the sentences accordingly. Past indefinite. He went. An event occurred at some past time. Okay. Not now. But we are not sure where he went. We are not sure that about it. It is indefinite event. Past progressive or past continuous. He was going. You were studying yesterday. He was going yesterday. Okay. So some event which was going on very past, yesterday or long time back, but that was continued event. Okay. And now come to present past perfect. Past perfect. Perfect means, again, as we saw in the present tense, event has ended. Perfectly ended. He had gone. He had gone means already gone. Event ended up. Okay. You had studied. Third form. Had is the helping verb with the person or the subject, and event has ended up. Now we are talking something of the past, and that too the past the event has ended. Okay, he had gone. Past perfect progressive. Now in the past tense, the event has ended also, but before that time something was going on. This last one may be confusing for you, but with the practice it will come. An event happened in the past and it has ended also perfectly, and during that duration the event was going. Now it is not going. Let us take example. You had been studying yesterday morning. You had been studying yesterday morning. You had been playing yesterday evening. Event ended. It was going in that particular duration and it happened sometime back. Past, sometime back it happened, yesterday it happened. Perfectly ended up now, but it was going at some time back. Quite dicey, but still with the practice it will come. Okay, so we saw today the simple tense, all four forms, past tense, all four forms. What is important over here is that I have given you a worksheet. Just fill in all the forms, fill in all the blanks, and 4 more sentences I had given. So just practice all 12 this thing. Even future, though we have not studied it today, we will be studying it in the next lecture. But do study it. Do write it. I told you, knowing the things. Okay, first you should know it should be fit. All the formula is there. It should be fit in your head. In the back side of the mind somewhere it should be there. So when you speak up or when you write, it should instantly come rather than remembering all the formulas. Though I'll be supplying you the formulas today also, I'm supplying you with some formula. But then those formula was for the first time writing. But after writing and too much of practice, you will find that automatically speaking in that way or writing in that way, which is correct grammatically. That means for that matter tense. So, but tense wise, it is very much correct. Okay. So we have seen today present tense and the past tense. Okay. All 4 forms. In the next lecture, we are going to look after the future. We'll be discussing future tense, and negative and interrogative of all 3 in the subsequent lectures. But do practice. That is more important. Okay. Hope you have understood today's. If any doubt is there, you can just text over WhatsApp to your class teacher. It will be passed on to me, and we can have a discussion, or something additional can be sent to you. Okay. Thank you.